Everybody has a trigger point, and apparently calling Hines Ward a dirty player is the biggest one of them all in Yinzerville. Easy there, 87 jersey, take the night off. In this sequel, another group of fans is going to get it because I found 5 more dirty players who were so dirty, they actually caused the NFL to change their rules. First things first, just because something is legal at the time it was done doesn't mean it wasn't dirty. Slavery was technically legal at some point, except in that case, it took a war to outlaw it, not the rules committee meeting over it. Where am I going with this? Jesus, start the countdown already. Number 5, Tom Brady, ball custody procedures. Everybody knows about Deflategate. You know how a few pounds of PSI really altered the outcome of a 45-7 game. Of course, in the aftermath, Tom Brady got suspended for smashing his phone and generally being a sneaky little cunt. Which, I mean, who would want to hand over a phone full of more dick pics on it than Kevin Spacey's internet history? Of course, after a protracted legal battle and Brady sitting a quarter of the year and still winning the Super Bowl because the Falcon collapsed like Logan Paul's internet fame, the NFL made some seriously impactful changes to their pregame rules because of Brady's alleged tampering. Now teams have to turn their balls in 15 whole minutes earlier than they did before, a full 2 hours and 30 minutes before kickoff, so that the officials can test out the quality and smoothness of Tom Brady's balls and make sure they are all shined up and ready to go before the game. Number 4, Terrell Owens, end zone celebrations and props. Aren't end zone celebrations great? I mean, this year was a little more entertaining, and I bet the Browns have some really creative ones we will never ever see. And as it is a little bit unfair to call Terrell Owens dirty, but he was one thing for sure, disrespectful. And that's why the Ginger Hammer, in his typical response of killing anything fun, outlawed end zone celebrations with any type of prop, and then subsequently outlawed team celebrations until this year. Now, Owens did have a lot of fun after finding the end zone. Once he used a Sharpie he hid in his sock, he took a cheerleader's pom-poms, but things got out of control when Joe Horn hid a cell phone in the goalpost and acted like he got a call from Joel Osteen to pledge his fine to his ministry after his TD. How old is that flip phone, Joe? And so in 2006, the league came out with very specific rules on what you could do during a touchdown celebration, like not standing on a star in the middle of the field or mooning the crowd, though imitating Ray Lewis is goddamn hilarious. It is. At one point, spiking the ball was illegal. Last year, the rules were made a little lax because the NFL had to do something to stop the ratings from tanking, am I right? Whatever, you still suck, Goodell. And the Sharpie was pretty funny. Number 3, Tom Brady / Bill Belichick receiver eligibility. Do you think it's any wonder that people fucking hate the Patriots? In the very same playoff run in which they tampered with balls, the week before they used a dirty tactic to take out the Baltimore Ravens. Trailing by 2 touchdowns and looking seemingly outmatched by the hungry Ravens, the Patriots started using rapid substitutions and odd formations that made it confusing to the Ravens as to which receivers or backs were eligible and which ones weren't. Shane Vereen would line up in the slot and then drop back and block while the tight end on the line catches a TD pass. The key to all of this was not the formation, which at the time were legal. The key was informing the Brady-glazed refs as late as possible as to which receivers were ineligible right before the snap so that the Ravens didn't know what was going on. Clearly it worked as the Pats came roaring back and John Harbaugh had no answer for it other than being an angry Harbaugh. Immediately after the season, the NFL owners voted to change the rules so that any player with an eligible number must line up in the tackle box. The Patriots. If you're not semi-cheating, you're not trying. Number 2, Stephen Ridley lowering the head of the running back. Okay, admittedly, this is a poor choice for a rule change, but I had to put it in here. I mean, a running back lowering his head isn't necessarily dirty, and neither was Ridley, but the title says 5 dirty players, and Ridley did do this a lot. And it actually resulted in him getting knocked the fuck out by Bernard Pollard on the way to those bitch-ass Patriots seeing the same fate get enacted to them in 2013. I told you Yinzers to relax. We're triggering Pats fans, yo. In the offseason in 2013, the NFL Rules Committee made it illegal for a back to lower his head and attack with the crown of his helmet against a defender, which I guess helped equalize things, since defenders aren't supposed to headhunt like Brandon Merriweather did his whole career. until he graduated to taking out people's knees. Either way, the rule change is what it is because Dane Bramage is real. Number 1, Dick Night Train Lane, the clothesline. You guys didn't think I wouldn't put this in the video, as every other comment on part 1 was about how Dick Lane used to try and take the tops of people's heads off like the 11-foot bridge. Jesus, people, low clearance means low clearance. Basically, if you watch Dick Lane play back in the day, the mean-ass dude used what people called the Night Train necktie to destroy people worse than the Cleveland Browns due to their poor fans, and that's tough to do. That's really tough to do. What's funny is the NFL doesn't specifically outline the clothesline tackle itself, but vicious contact to the head and neck area is illegal and results in a personal foul and often a fine. I mean, the play is dirty, but damn, son, this dude out here wrecking heads like Rick Grimes and shit. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you do. And if you are a regular viewer of my channel, be patient. The SEC trigger video is coming. It's coming. You can ask, but it's coming. I love you, though. No, you hang up first. I'm 5 Points Vids, and you made it to the end of this video.